G'day everybody, how you going today? It is so good to see you. I do hope that you are super well. And here we are to talk about prime time. I think we've got some exciting news coming really soon about the most exciting prime lens for me in the Z range to date. Let's talk about the 85 1.2 and why I think it's coming soon. I own the original, still own the F-mount 85 1.4. It was one of my most coveted lenses. It's a lens that I still love, I still use, I still adapt to the Z mount, I still use on my D850s, and I can actually adapt it to my Fuji X-H2S. Awesome, love this lens. It can do so many different things. Now let me tell you why I think it's coming soon. We've all probably seen, those of us that follow Nikon rumors, the fact that some people have received their 35mm 1.8s, this lens here, yet magically they've got an 85 1.2 warranty card in there. Now, you know, who knows why this sort of thing happens? Like, who knows? It could happen for a whole range of reasons and we could speculate. We're not going to speculate on that. Somebody, don't know who they are, and then another somebody, don't know who they are either, has got one of these cards in their 35mm 1.8 box. So what this says to me is, well, they're starting to print these things, so it must be sometime soon. And I think it would be reasonable to assume, as lenses are coming out every, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, that you're not going to go too far ahead with this stuff. So I think we could safely say we're going to see this lens in the next, I don't know, 3 to 6 months. Does that sound reasonable to you? If they're starting to print the warranty cards, which are made individually. So this lens, from my perspective, this is enough evidence for me to say that it's coming soon. Great. Now, as some of you may know, this right here is probably my favorite Z lens so far of all time. And we're all going to have a favorite Z lens, and it's all going to be different because we all do different things. Please let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite Z lens right now? Maybe it's coming soon. Just tell me in the comments below. But this for me, the 50mm 1.2, blows my mind. I use it for all sorts of different things. I use it for portraiture, I use it for landscape, I use it for nightscapes, and I use it for client video work, because it just yields a ridiculous cinematic look. Fabulous. So the two reasons why I love this is the look, the short depth of field. I've always been a short depth of field person, which is why I love that 85 1.4 that I was just talking about. And I've also loved shooting in super low light. These are just two things that I've always done during my career. These lenses do both of these things in spades. They give you absolutely delicious bokeh and they give you amazing low light performance. How can you go wrong? And what's really quite profoundly obvious to see now across the primes, because we are talking prime time right here, is that Nikon have clearly gone with these very high quality yet affordable 1.8s. And from my usage, and in the F-mount lenses, I owned the 24 1.4 and the 85 1.4 and the 50mm 1.4 from about 10 years ago. In all cases, and here we have the 20, the 35, the 50 and the 85, in all cases, the Z lenses, the Z 1.8s, exceed the F-mount lenses significantly. And I've talked about this 2 or 3 years ago in a video that you can watch right here. These are better lenses. Their chromatic aberration is suppressed so much better. Flare is suppressed so much better. Corner sharpness appears to be better when you are wide open. So it was clear to me that what Nikon was doing here was giving us lenses that almost have the same light gathering capability as their 1.4 siblings, but they're much cheaper because they're 1.8s. Everything is better except for that 2/3 of a stop. So it's a very small differential. This is Nikon's entry-level affordable primes that are actually better than their top-of-the-range primes from just not that long ago. That's where they started. Then they went here and just went, we're going to throw the kitchen sink at making these just optically as close to perfection as possible. That's my opinion. That's my experience with owning and using this lens for almost 2 years now. So when I see the fact that we've got an 85 1.2, you know, we've all seen the roadmap now. Here it is. It's on the same line as this one. I think we can confidently say it's a 1.2, and I think we can absolutely now say with these warranty documents that appear to be official, yes, we've got an 85 1.2 coming soon. I don't think it'll be longer than 6 months that we'll have to wait for this thing to arrive. I can't tell you how excited I am. I love this lens, the bokeh it creates, it's fast focusing. It just delivers everything that I want from this lens. I mean, it's not a birding or wildlife or action lens, it's not that. Even so, I've actually shot basketball in a dark basketball court with it on my Z6 II for some client work for a school. Kept up, no problem, awesome. 85. 1.2, and also now on the roadmap is a 35 1.2. This is truly prime time for me, and again, what I see here is Nikon is creating a range of deeply cinematic lenses. Like, they're deeply cinematic. They give you that look that if you love that look, and I do, since I saw Blade Runner as a 9-year-old, 10-year-old, it was like, oh, I just love cinematic look. This delivers it. If that sort of look is as deeply important to you as it is to me, then these 1.2s are kind of, you know, they're worth saving up for. As simple as that. First part of this is, I do think we've got an 85mm 1.2 coming, and I do think it's coming soon, and I can't wait. I will certainly be purchasing one of those as quickly as I can, and I can't wait to share it with you. I'm so excited that the roadmap and now some rumors that seem to be fairly substantiated by the fact that we're seeing actual physical official Nikon warranty papers suggests it's not too far away. This is super exciting for me. No question, we've had some astonishing lenses this year that meet the use cases of birders and wildlife and all sorts of other people. Spectacular lenses, I love them, and I have a deep respect for them. But personally, for me, the lenses that I use, well, here they are. This is what I use, a range of fast primes, and I love it. And I just can't tell you how excited I am about the arrival of this lens. I'd love to hear in the comments below, what are your thoughts? Is the 85 1.2 for you? And is that something that you're going to hang out for? And before I go, I want to touch on as well that also on the roadmap, as I said before, we've got the 35mm 1.2. Now, how does that work? You know, the wider we get, the less depth of field is obvious. But 1.2 is so shallow. So again, I really can't wait to see this lens as well. And I'd like to ask you the question, if you're interested in speculating, and if you're not, don't, but if you are, and what else would you like to see as a 1.2? Could we get something like a 20? Is that possible, or is that just too wide? There's the 20 there in 1.8. Could we get something longer like a 105? Is a 105 1.2 possible? It's not that much further than an 85. Do you need it in the lineup? Well, I suppose as the years go by, we might get all of everything that's possible, mightn't we? But please do let me know in the comments below, what other 1.2s would you like to see? And I'm going to put up a poll, the link will be below in the Show More show notes, about which 1.2 prime lenses you'd like to see in the future. And we'll have a bit of a vote on what that is. Maybe we'll do two polls. I'll do two polls. One is, which one are you going to buy next that we know about? 35, 50 or 85? Again, I think the 35 is a 1.2 because it's on the same line. It's pretty clear now. And what ones that we don't know about would we like to see? I don't even know what's technically possible, really. So I might make up some numbers that don't even make sense, or the glass would be so huge it's impossible. And just before I go, to reiterate, we are talking prime time. Very excited by the 135 1.8. We've got no idea when that's coming. It's a newer edition than the 85. I think the 85's been on the roadmap almost 2 years. The 135's only been on there, I think, 4 to 6 months. So look, that could still be a year or two away based on how these things have rolled out. How excited are you about the 135 1.8? All right. Great to see you this close to the end of the year. I want to wish everybody absolutely season's greetings wherever you are in the world, and whatever it is that you celebrate, I wish warm, wonderful and safe celebrations to you. I will try and put out a few videos over the next week or two, but it's holiday season and I love my kids very much and my wife very much, so I look forward to spending time with them as well. I'm so excited about this 85mm and I can't wait to share my experience of it when it arrives. Fantastic. All right, well, it's been so good to see you, and if this is your first time here, I'd love to see you again, so please do. Please subscribe, please share, and please like. Bye for now.